man from Wisconsin named Jose followed a girl in Walmart and touched her inappropriately. When the mother found out about this, she started chasing him across the store, but he was able to outrun her. That's when the police got involved and found out who he was after obtaining surveillance footage, so they paid him an unexpected visit at the restaurant he worked at.
Does the name Josie ring a bell?
Yeah.
Is he here?
Yes.
Okay. I gotta talk to you. I need to talk to you about an incident where you're my suspect. Okay. Do you have any idea what I'm referring to? Okay. You ever been to the Onalaska Walmart?
Times,
Okay.
Target.
Okay. In May, we got a complaint from a parent and a young girl at the Walmart in Alaska that involves you. Anything ring a bell to that? Okay.
Despite Jose denying the whole incident, one can see him tense up and get frantic as he was showed surveillance footage of himself at the store.
Would you agree that this is you? No? Okay. Is this your truck?
Definitely not.
No? Is that something you've ever driven?
No, I don't even have a topper on my truck.
Okay.
Mine's an extended cab.
You don't think that resembles you in the slightest? No?
I'm not gonna agree to that.
As if there wasn't already enough evidence to prove that he was guilty, he decided to resist the officer by running away.
Okay, turn around, put your hands behind your back. Dominic, you got taser? Stop! You stop! Stop! Get on the ground!
Traffic spikes tend to be some of the most effective instruments for stopping cars that are driving at high speeds, since the rapid deflation of tires caused the driver to lose control. But against all odds, this suspect in a stolen vehicle was able to make it over 45 minutes on just the rims. He quite literally drove until his wheels fell off.
He is back on Olympic Boulevard as that rim continues to light up the neighborhood. Grinding halt here, it looks like, along Alvarado Street, just shy of Olympic Boulevard, and this might be it. He's pushing the pedal to the metal, and the car is not cooperating. It looks like this has come to a dead stop on Alvarado Street.
Sadly for the KTLA anchor, the suspect managed to outsmart the news helicopter by letting a similar-looking car go first through the tunnel.
That's the wrong car. Look, he stops quickly. Then there goes the car.
Thankfully, the police were able to safely catch the person. Joel Delgado was being brought into the courtroom to face multiple drug trafficking charges that, if found guilty, would get him many years in prison. Little did the deputy taking him to court know that he had been planning to escape since his arrest. He claimed he needed a wheelchair because he was injured in an accident, but to the deputy's surprise, Joel made a miraculous recovery as he was being escorted into court. The deputy searched for the suspect in the area and even asked the people on the street for help to no avail.
My damn radio came up. Hold on. The wheelchair dude ran. He had a neck brace on and all that shit.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Didn't need that wheelchair very much, did he?
Hell no.
Thankfully, he was found just a few hours later and taken back to court, in which he added a third-degree escape to his charges. Since the Netherlands have more bicycles than people, it's no surprise that the police prefer them as a method of transportation. Surprisingly, this man was able to make the chase last 25 minutes. A thief got stuck in Los Angeles traffic and had to use a longboard as a second form of transportation, which he didn't know how to ride and gave up on it just seconds later.
From officers in hot pursuit on foot.
And as if things couldn't get any weirder, someone in a red pickup truck blocks the sidewalk so he couldn't keep running.
And as police were closing in, the same red pickup cut him off and practically pinned him.
And who was this hero in a truck? Lewis from Operation Repo.
Luis Lou Pizarro used to run around dramatizing car repossessions.
When authorities started chasing a Rolls-Royce on the freeway, they immediately called the LAPD helicopter to help track the driver, and even ABC News station had reporters live on the air as well. But in an unexpected turn of events, the driver entered a street that doubles up as the entrance of a parking structure and disappeared.
The LAPD in this, because clearly now he's
He made
off the
another
freeway.
right turn on a street.
Now he's under that walkway there.
He went into a parking structure.
Well, it's a parking structure, or isn't that a street that comes out on the other side? So there we are. He might be coming out here
That's
if he's going to be there, but or he could have gotten out and gotten into that area.
But it seems like this person has ditched that vehicle and may just be one of those few that gets away.
When several robbery subjects were fleeing the scene, a CHP officer made a textbook perfect pit maneuver. Thankfully, no one was injured and the chase ended safely.
Disabling that vehicle for now. We'll see if there's anything left in the tank there. He has come to a complete stop. He is now facing southbound, face to face with these 3 CHP units. Head on now with...
After a man stole a car, the police were instantly notified and started following the thief. But because of safety concerns, the police suspended the car chase and started following the subject via helicopter. Luckily for the LAPD, the man didn't notice the helicopter and ditched the vehicle on the street, and calmly walked away like nothing happened.
Doctors calling me out saying you got a suspect out there, red hat, shorts, getting out of the vehicle, and I don't know why those officers aren't swooping in. They might not understand that he's in the alleyway, but he has no kind of rush. He seems to be extremely calm about this and just kind of walking away from that vehicle.
He jumped out of a car in an alleyway. Now police are coming up to this officer, and the suspect is not putting up any fight, as he had put his hands behind his head.
According to Fort Worth police policy at the time, officers weren't allowed to pass and block a vehicle during a chase, since it could result in an accident. A suspected dealer of illegal substances knew this, and trolled the police by slowly rolling down the highway for 2 hours.
Sirens. They even put out spike sticks. No dice. Hours passed.
This guy was doing too much to just be arrested 10 minutes later. An SUV's capabilities were put to the test in Phoenix, Arizona, when a high-speed pursuit went off-roading onto farmland.
For everyone outside of Arizona right now, I bet you didn't think there was this much green. Again, he's finding new dirt roads. I was saying now in the chat that this is a new commercial. If he could power, oh, he can't. We got it, now we're running. We had multiple, we had a lot of people in there.
Riding a horse is legal in some states as long as it's ridden on the right side of the road, and the equestrian follows all posted signage. But it's definitely not allowed on highways since the horse cannot follow speed limits and could be a hazard for everyone involved. A man riding a horse refused to stop for the police, and even the SWAT team had to be called.
You know, someone's gonna get home and be like, honey, I was just really late. I'm well, why? Well, there was a man on a horse riding on the expressway. No, okay, we'll turn on the news. Yeah, we're not making it up.
Hopefully come to some sort of a conclusion at this point.
And surprisingly, this wasn't the only time the police had to pull over someone driving with an animal. 2 weeks ago, a man in Nebraska was pulled over with a full-sized bull named Howdy Dowdy in the passenger seat. Surprisingly, he was let go with just a warning.
The occupant of the vehicle was identified as Lee Meyer of Neely. The Watusi bull's name was Howdy Doody.
A police chase that looks straight out of a Hollywood movie happened when the driver started to mess with police by putting the top down and doing donuts on the streets. It even got to the point that the suspect started taking pictures with fans and giving out high fives.
Posed for a few selfies and some high fives. Fortunately for police, the two surrendered without resisting and with no reported injuries.